As the 2024-25 UEFA Champions League heads into its knockout phase, excitement is building among fans and teams alike. With a new format introducing a playoff round, the stakes have never been higher. A total of 24 teams are now vying for glory, embarking on their journey towards the coveted final in Munich. This year's competition has already delivered thrilling matches, and the upcoming clashes promise to raise the bar even further. On February 12, 4 critical playoff matches will take place. The first match features Club Brugge hosting Atlanta at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by 3 more high-stakes encounters at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, including Celtic facing Bayern Munich, Feyenoord taking on AC Milan, and Monaco clashing with Benfica. As teams prepare to battle for progression, analysts and fans alike are keenly assessing each contender's form and potential impact. Among the teams already qualified for the round of 16 are heavyweights such as Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Barcelona, who all demonstrated their prowess in the league phase. Arsenal, however, faces a daunting challenge as they contend with injuries to key players, including Kai Havertz, who is expected to miss the remainder of the season due to a hamstring injury. This setback, alongside injuries to Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus, leaves the Gunners with a fragile frontline as they aim for European glory. Celtic, meanwhile, is looking to capitalize on the opportunity presented by their matchup against Bayern Munich. Having not reached the round of 16 since the 2012-13 season, Celtic's players are eager to make history. Coach Brendan Rodgers emphasized the importance of their home advantage, declaring, "The atmosphere will be supercharged. If the players play to their level, they can really hurt you as an opponent." With recent form showing a 12-0 aggregate victory in their last 3 home matches, Celtic will be a formidable opponent for the Bavarians. Bayern Munich, on the other hand, arrives at Celtic Park with a mixed record in this year's competition. Finishing 12th in the league phase, the German Giants secured only 5 wins from 8 games. Their coach Vincent Kompany acknowledged the challenges posed by the Scottish side, stating, "It's not something that you approach with fear. It's something that gives you a massive boost of experience for a young player." Bayern's recent struggles away from home add another layer of intrigue to this encounter. In the other playoff matches, Feyenoord faces AC Milan, who are aiming to bounce back from a disappointing league phase that saw them slip out of the top 8. Milan's coach Sergio Conceição is keen to instill a sense of responsibility in his players, remarking, "We're here because of our own fault. We want to take responsibility for this." The Italians are looking to regain their footing, but they must contend with Feyenoord's unpredictable tactics and a recent managerial change that has placed interim coach Pascal Boschard at the helm. Meanwhile, Monaco and Benfica, both coming off solid league performances, will square off in what promises to be another tightly contested tie. Analysts predict that Benfica, having scored 2 or more goals in 5 of their last 6 matches, will bring significant attacking power to the fixture. As the knockout phase unfolds, fans and pundits alike are left speculating about which teams will rise to the occasion and which will falter under pressure. This year's Champions League has already proven to be a thrilling spectacle, and with the stakes higher than ever, the action promises to captivate audiences across the globe. The road to Munich is paved with challenges, but for those who rise to the occasion, the rewards could be historic. In a highly anticipated encounter, Everton and Liverpool are set to clash in the final Merseyside derby at Goodison Park, emphasizing the rich history and fierce rivalry between the two clubs. Scheduled for February 12, 2025, this match comes after an earlier postponement due to safety concerns caused by Storm Dara, which wreaked havoc across the United Kingdom. With Liverpool aiming to extend their lead at the top of the Premier League and Everton striving for safety from relegation, the stakes are extraordinarily high for both teams. Kickoff is slated for 7:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, a slightly unusual midweek slot that adds a unique flavor to the fixture. This match bears significant implications for Liverpool, who stand poised to create a 9-point gap over second-placed Arsenal with a victory. Such an achievement would seemingly put Liverpool on a clear path towards securing the Premier League title, as no other team has demonstrated the capability to challenge their dominance thus far. A win for Everton, however, could propel them above Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United, marking a significant turnaround for the club under the management of David Moyes, who has returned to the helm after a turbulent period. Since Moyes' reappointment, Everton has shown marked improvement, winning their last 3 league matches and creating a buffer of 9 points above the relegation zone. This resurgence has lifted the spirits of the Everton faithful, who are eager to see their team thrive in what could be the last significant derby at their historic home ground. Analysts suggest that Everton's safety in the Premier League next season appears more assured, particularly given the struggles of teams below them. As the match approaches, the atmosphere is expected to be electric, with Goodison Park hosting what could be described as a farewell event for the stadium in the context of this rivalry. Historically, derbies are known for their intensity and passion, and this occasion is likely to be no different. Ed Mackey, a live reporter covering the event, highlighted it will be a very emotional night for the home fans inside this terrific, historic English ground for Liverpool's final visit behind enemy lines. The implications of the match extend beyond the immediate points on the board. For Liverpool, maintaining momentum in the league is crucial as they look to balance their domestic ambitions with their Champions League campaign, having already secured a place in the knockout stages. Conversely, Everton's recent revival under Moyes has sparked optimism that could rejuvenate the club's fan base and bolster performances throughout the remainder of the season. As the teams prepare to take the field, all eyes will be on the players' performances and the potential narratives that will unfold. A victory for Liverpool would solidify their position as title favourites, while a surprising win for Everton could reignite their season and instill a sense of pride as they transition from Goodison Park to a new stadium in the near future. With so much at stake, this Merseyside derby promises to be a memorable chapter in the storied rivalry of these two clubs. Juventus FC, one of the most storied clubs in Italian soccer, is taking significant steps to position itself as a leader in sustainability within the sport. As environmental concerns gain traction among sports organizations and their fan bases, Juventus is rolling out a comprehensive sustainability strategy titled Black, White and More. Unveiled on December 17, 2024, the initiative coincided with a commanding 4-0 victory over Cagliari in the Coppa Italia, symbolizing a fresh direction for the club. Greta Badino, Juventus's chief people, culture and sustainability officer, describes the strategy as a pivotal moment for the club. "This is a turning point for Juventus. We want to show our supporters that we are responsible and transparent in our actions," she stated, emphasizing the club's commitment to aligning its operations with the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The strategy is articulated through 6 pillars encompassing environmental, social and governance aspects, and is designed to meet the growing expectations of fans and regulatory bodies alike. The urgency behind Juventus's sustainability efforts is partly driven by a recent Deloitte study which revealed that a striking 75% of Italian soccer fans aged 15 to 24 would consider abandoning their clubs if they fail to make good on sustainability commitments. This shift in fan sentiment underscores a broader trend in soccer, where clubs face increasing pressure to demonstrate authentic social and environmental accountability. Juventus's sustainability journey is not new. The club has engaged in sustainability reporting for over a decade. Notably, since the 2018-19 season, all electricity the club purchases has come from renewable sources. The introduction of LED lighting at its stadium and training facilities is part of its ongoing efforts to improve energy efficiency. Additionally, the club employs a 4 rupees approach: reduce, reuse, recycle and recover to minimize waste. Badino aims to further integrate fans into the sustainability journey, stating, "Fans are everything for Juventus. We want to inspire them to act." The club's new Creator Lab serves as a hub for fan engagement, allowing players and supporters to collaborate on campaigns that tackle pressing issues such as racism and mental health. By leveraging its vast digital presence, boasting around 180 million followers, Juventus seeks to galvanize its fan base into meaningful action. Despite its proactive measures, Juventus faces challenges. In the 2024 Global Sustainability Benchmark in sports, the club scored 71%, significantly trailing behind top organizations like Borussia Dortmund and Atletico de Madrid. The club's environmental score was particularly low at just 53% compared to its Milanese rivals AC Milan 22% and Inter Milan 10%. Juventus is also preparing to measure its Scope 3 emissions, which encompass indirect emissions from sources such as fan travel. Bodino acknowledges the impending challenge, noting that preliminary estimates suggest fan mobility accounts for 70% of the club's total emissions. "Getting a baseline is huge for us," she remarked. As the club prepares to establish key performance indicators aimed at reducing emissions in the coming seasons. The road ahead for Juventus is undoubtedly complex. As the club strives to have its emissions by 2030 and achieve net zero by 2040, Bodino remains cautiously optimistic. "I hope so," she said when asked about hitting these ambitious targets. Her response reflects both a commitment to sustainability and a realistic assessment of the hurdles that lie ahead. In a landscape where sustainability is becoming a cornerstone of fan engagement and corporate responsibility, Juventus FC is poised to lead by example. As the club continues to develop its strategy, the ripple effects could inspire not only its fan base but the broader soccer community in Italy and beyond. With an eye on future developments, Juventus is making a case that success on the pitch can and should be matched by success in sustainability.